Hey guys, welcome back to another week of WoW Weekly with Myst. And for this week, we have some stuff going on. This past week, we had Classic going on all weekend. So I didn't get a whole lot done last week, which is a big reason why I didn't make goals for that last week's video. However, due to a comment to the video, I did make like a mini goal, I guess, but that was in the comment section, so unless you actually read the comment section, you wouldn't know that. But yeah, so we're gonna talk about the week coming up like we usually do, and then we will get back to the classic news shortly, which will be majority of the video. Okay, so let's start off with goals like we usually do. So last video for last week's WoW Weekly, I chose to not make any goals. One of the biggest reasons was that I knew Classic was going to have their pre-launch on that Thursday. What I didn't know is that it would get extended, so I'm kind of glad I made no goals, but like I said, there ended up being a little mini goal in the comment section because I didn't know Classic was getting extended yet because we hadn't even had the pre-launch start yet at that point. So I still kinda did the goal. It wasn't completed due to Classic, but the goal was to just get 10 levels on any alt or any many alts, and we didn't get 10, but we got 6. I leveled the Paladin from 114 to 120, and really there was a lot more I did afterwards. I probably could have put another 4 levels on another character, but I wanted to set up the Paladin, right? So the Paladin is now not only 120, but is raid ready, mythic ready, has some essence going on, has started like dailies and has world quests opened up, and yeah, so the Paladin there's doing good. That is on Horde side though, so that's Paladin you probably won't see very much, but I have it set up as a raid healer, so yeah, it's gonna be that just that kind of off and on character. However, we will be doing Paladin over in Classic, but I will get to that later on in the video when we are talking about Classic. Now, for upcoming goals, we have one goal and one goal only, and that is leveling alts, even although Dark Moon's over. So leveling alts is going to be our only goal from now to Classic. I'm not going to have any item level goals. I'm not going to have any raid goals. None of that stuff. My biggest thing right now is that I want my alts as caught up as I can possibly get them before Classic releases, because based off of, you know, my playing Classic this past weekend, I was having so much fun. So I feel like we're gonna be going pretty hardcore in Classic, and retail may get the shaft end of the deal for a little bit here. However, with that said, don't worry, retail people, I will still be doing my mount runs and all that, just to probably, actually, I know it will not happen on week 1 of Classic, but give it time. Once I'm 60 over there, we'll probably start adding the mount runs over on retail back in. Okay, and on the topic of retail, so for this week's events, we have the Battlegrounds will be the weekly. The final 2 bosses of Eternal Palace will be available for the LFR wing. So you'll be able to go knock out that achievement. There is a one-day event on the 16th, just like, you know, one of those mini events we have. And it's called the Free T-Shirt Day. It's where you can buy, well, not buy, but you get like T-shirts for free from vendors. So yeah, and that is all that is going on this week. Okay, so now for the classic part of our conversation here. So Thursday, they opened up the pre-launch. At the time that I'm recording this, classic servers are still up. By the time you see this, they'll probably be down. My video posts on Monday at 2 p.m. my time. And yeah, they for sure will be down actually, because yeah, the video will post at 2 p.m. and the servers will go down at 9 a.m. Pacific. So yeah, by the time I get this video out there for you guys, the servers will be down. So hopefully you were able to get into Classic. It was a lot of fun. And hopefully you were able to make it to my streams. I've been streaming it pretty much the whole time. Yeah, Thursday it started. We streamed it Thursday. Thursday was a little iffy though, you know, servers going down and then back up, and yeah, but we still got it. I did have to hop over to retail for like a couple of hours though, do something until servers came back up. But then after that, everything was pretty solid, like it always is. The first day is usually the worst, which is really bad because usually the stress test is only one day. So, but I would say the first few hours when they're doing their legit testing is usually the rough part. So then Friday, I can't remember what was going on with me Friday, but I skipped Friday for Classic. Yeah, I don't totally remember what the reasoning behind that was. But then to make up for it, I did a huge stream on Saturday. I think it was 10 hours or something like that. And I started with the Druid, who was already level 10, I believe, when I started, and we ended at 12. The reason we only ended at 12 is because through the night, I ended up logging off of the Druid and made a whole new character because Dro, who is one of our guild members, wanted to play. So we made new characters together, and he was a warrior. I was a mage. I really wanted to make a gnome because of my 15 years, I've never been a gnome. So wanted to try that out. And we leveled those characters from level 1 to, I think we got to 10. Yeah, level 10. And I'm actually recording this video right before we go continue those characters. I'm recording this Sunday afternoon, like I usually do. I always get these videos all kind of made up the day before. And yeah, so I figured I'd get the video out of the way first, and then we'll go finish up. And yeah, so I'm hoping that we'll have those characters at level 15 by the end of the night. So on the topic of, you know, leveling in the Classic pre-launch, it was a blast, guys. The first day was a little rough. You know, I guess if you don't have mana issues on a character, it probably wouldn't have been too bad. But for a lot of people, the respawn rate was just so fast. Yeah, it was very fast on the respawn rate. So they fixed that, and they said it was a bug that was causing that respawn rate. So it was a lot better the next day, because that issue was on Thursday, and then by Friday they had fixed it. So So yeah, I'm glad they fixed that. And I'm really glad that they extended it. Because to be honest, when it originally was just going to be the Thursday, I couldn't understand why they would do that. Because Thursday, like, let's get serious. Thursday, most people are you'd either be, well, maybe not school, but workers, which is going to be probably the majority. Well, I don't want to say it's going to be the majority of the players, but for a lot of us, this is a deja vu moment, right? So some of us will have been kids when we played vanilla, or young adults, you know, and this is a deja vu moment for us. So chances are most of us, you know, have obligations, right? And so Thursday, it being at like Thursday in the afternoon was just a horrible day. Most people would not even be home. And then by the time they got home, yeah, they could hop on. And, you know, honestly, in their defense, it would be better because the testing would be all done, things be a little more solid. But at the same time, they wouldn't even have that long they could play. They'd have that one night, and then servers went down. So I was really happy when I found out that they had extended it. I feel like a pre-launch event should include the people that want to play it, and yeah. So yeah, that was a really good idea on their part. Now on the topic of, well, let's talk about the Druid and the Mage, since those are my two characters that I played in Classic. With the Druid, I had totally forgotten, because in Vanilla, I was a Druid and only a Druid. I didn't bring any alts into the picture till BC. And I had totally forgotten how fast you run out of mana on a Druid and all that. Don't take those words too badly, though. I still love the Druid, and I am still gonna, you know, main that Druid for Classic. But leveling-wise, it will be a tougher road to go. Over on the Mage is an awesome choice to pick. If you are looking or even contemplating being a Mage, just do it. The Mage was so phenomenal last night. I was expecting it to be a hell of a lot tougher for Classic. The Mage is a very nice, let's say, new player type character. Yeah, I would call the Mage a new player type character. You can play it as an older player as well, like if you've played WoW before and stuff. But if you're new to the game and you want a character that's not going to make you fucking rip your hair out, definitely the Mage. I'm sure there's others, but I'm just giving you my opinion on the two that I played in the Classic pre-launch. So now, back to the Druid. Keep in mind, I was not grouped up with the Druid. So I'm giving you my advice on a solo playing Druid. With the Mage, I was grouped up, but there were times where I had been killing, things while I wasn't grouped up, and both were good. Grouped up, you can go quite a while before you run out of mana. Solo, you would start running out of mana earlier, but it wouldn't be as bad as it is on the Druid. With the Druid, it's like 3 spells, mana gone. You know, with the Mage, yeah, their spells obviously cost less. Now, one thing that I noticed when I was on the Mage, and it took me a bit to realize it, because it was one of those things that, you know, it's been 15 years, right, since I played Vanilla. So it's one of those things that just kind of slipped my mind, I guess. But I thought it's important to mention, just so you're prepared on Classic Day. But it's the spells. When you are learning your new ranks and all that, remember to replace those spells. I wasn't, and I've just gotten so used to, well, for starters, we don't really rank up spells anymore. And two, things automatically replace themselves, whereas in Classic, they don't. For example, let's take the Mage, for example, since this is where I found it, realized it anyway. You have a rank 1 Firebolt. You go to the trainer, you train for rank 2 Firebolt. That's when you need to go into your spell book, grab your rank 2 Firebolt, and drag it over to your rank 1. They are 2 separate spells, and they will not automatically upgrade on your bar. So basically what ended up happening is I had a Firebolt that was doing twice the amount of damage, but it was just sitting in my spell book, not on my bar. I had the rank 1 on the bar because I had totally forgotten that that was something you had to do, doing the manual swap. So yeah, long story short, it was a blast in Classic, and I look really forward to leveling with you guys. We have a hell of a leveling party going on, so if you want to join us, we have 2 groups going on, so we have room for more people. Yeah, I didn't think we'd have so many people that we would end up making more than one group, but yeah, so we have room for whoever. So if you need someone to level with, just, well, go to my Twitch page. Go to Twitch, was it twitch.com/Myst-of-Darkness? Or just go to Twitch, put Myst-of-Darkness in there. It's also in the description of this video, so you can just click the link. That will show you where we are going to be. Also, the guild website will show you where we're going to be. So just make a character over there. Message me, though, if you want to be part of the leveling, because I am going to be figuring out who's going to be in what groups and all that. As far as the split up groups, that's only the groups are going to be split up. We're all going to be having fun on voice together, right? So just because you're in a split up group doesn't mean you can't talk to all of us. We're all going to be in a Discord channel and chit-chatting while we level. Now, on to another topic. We have the name saves, and that is today. And it is shortly after this video posts. This video will post on Monday at 2 p.m. my time, which is Mountain Time. The name save will happen at 4 p.m. my time. So yeah, assuming you watch the video when it posts, and you didn't know about this, you still have time. So basically you'll go to the server that you want and you'll be able to save 3 names. So pick those 3. I would pick, unless you only have 3 names, but for me, I have many names, because I'm a solid WoW player, right? Over on retail, I have, account full. That's how many characters I have. So, I personally, if you have more than 3 names in mind, pick the ones that are the more common ones that would get taken and try to save those. I personally have a couple that are gonna be rough. I am gonna have to be in there that fucking first second to get those names. Another suggestion that I would have, and it's what I'm gonna do when I save my names, is don't customize. This is just a name save. This is going to be the time that everyone's going to be on. Whereas later on, you might get off a little easier doing the quick delete and then customizing and making your name and choosing all the options, right? But for name save day, don't bother customizing the character. The character doesn't matter. It's the name, right? So that's what I would do. Just save the name. However, one thing I will add is, in a sense, the character does matter. You do want to make sure that it's the right faction. So all I would really do is just, if you want to save an alliance, whatever the first alliance character, if it's already on an alliance character, just throw a name in, accept. If you want horde, just go to anything, name in, accept. Okay, so that is pretty much all I have for you guys. It's so funny how I always run these no news days until like half hour. Wow. I do have one more thing for you guys though. This is a retail thing, but it is something I thought you would enjoy. It is the Worldbreaker mount, which will be the anniversary event in-game mount. And it is the new Recruit a Friend mount, the camel one that I was telling you about the other day. So here is actual footage of the mounts. Okay, so here is the Explorer's Dune Trekker, and this camel looks pretty cool. Rumor is that the chests that you see strapped to the side of the camel, when you click them, you will access your bank. Okay, so this here is the Obsidian Worldbreaker. It is the mount that most people are probably looking forward to. And it will be the anniversary mount. And many people have been asking me when it will be available. There is no date officially mentioned yet, but based off of me playing the past 15 years and when they've done their anniversaries, do not expect to actually see this event start up until after BlizzCon. This probably won't even occur till the end of November. Their actual anniversary starts on the 16th, and they usually run these events a couple of weeks, so it should be 16th to like the 30th. And yeah, that's probably when you're gonna see this. My guess would be on the 16th, this event, the 16th of November. This event will start up. In order to get this mount, it'll be a 25-player raid. If I'm not mistaken, it will be LFR. Kind of like they did with the 10th anniversary RAG event, Molten Core event. So there's going to be 9 bosses that you have to kill. There's 3 bosses in the Burning Crusade wing, which is Kel'Thas, Lady Vash, and Archimonde. Lich King wing will be Hagen, Anubrik, and the Lich King. And then the Kata wing will be Cho'Gall, Nefarian, and Rag. So that is basically what you do for that. It'll start up a quest called How Things Really Happened, and that's the quest that rewards you the mount. And you will also get a pet. The pet will be the Nefarian pet. And that one's easy. All you gotta do is just log in. Okay, so the last piece of info I have for you guys is the YouTube channel. This past week, it's been, other than the WoW Weekly videos on Monday, it has been no commentary Horde campaign, because it's leading up to one of the achievements. It's going to be the same thing this week. There's going to be more. I got one more video that completes the, I believe we are in Nazmir, yes. So one more video to complete that, and then we'll be starting the Volden area. So expect those videos to actually be all the way up to Classic launch, but definitely this week it's going to be all no commentary videos. So if you like to watch videos where I talk, we'll see you next Monday. And if you like the no commentary videos, they are great videos. They have cinematics in them and their story, and yeah, they are very good. I liked getting to know the Alliance and Horde side of BFA. The expansion itself might be crap, but the story is still pretty good. And that is all I have for you guys. So I hope you enjoyed. Hope you had fun in Classic this past weekend. Hope you, well, good luck on your name saves today. And we will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.